Bro, Joel Embiid has to go over everything if he's gonna have get his team back in the series, which I think is over because Joel Embiid is just not healthy. But with that said, I'm gonna bet on him to go over something. Let me show you what and why. Look at this. Joel Embiid's rebound line is set at 9.5. 9.5? That's way too low for this game. First of all, it's heavily favored at -142. On the other side, I'll check out the other books. Man, Pinnacle got it heavily slashed too to go over. I mean, this is a must-win game. I mean, in the last game he last game he had 10. Game before that 8, and then 10. He's averaging 9.5, 10 rebounds a game. Just because of the heavily favored at -142, I got to take this over. Joel Embiid over 9.5 rebounds. Look, Jalen Brunson. Hey, listen to this. This is Jalen Brunson can't go on my parlay because this is a straight play. This is Jalen Brunson assists at 8.5. The over is +120. Like, well, I found the +120. I took it straight up. I can't put this on the parlay, but this is the last two games, obviously, versus Philly. Like, the playoffs, I'm not saying the playoffs is getting easy to me, but I just know what lines to attack because I'm playing these bitches over and over again, especially the ones that hit or they're on the streets or if they heavily favorite. This is not magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking Jalen Brunson to go over 8.5 assists, not on a parlay because it's +120. I'm playing that one straight up. I'm sorry, I got to keep checking if I'm popping here. Oh, no, do not do that. Why did I do that? Yo, Kelly Oubre? Hold on, where was it? It's Kelly Oubre points. Look, Kelly Oubre points over 11.5 is -113. It's heavily favored on Pinnacle. Pinnacle is the sharpest book to look at the lines. It shows odds that are very, very close to true odds, or it shows odds without juice or no VIG odds. I don't want to explain that. I'm sorry. However, look, the line is at 11.5. The last two games, he covered it easily. I don't want to say easily, but I'm going to go down here and look at his field goal attempts. He's taking 11 to 12 shots per game. And what he does, and averaging 47%. Is he averaging? It's like 45%. But he shot 78% in one game. And he only took 8 shots. He was 6 for 8, but he went over. But this is what I think his game should look like. Not really 15 shots, but if he goes over 11, he should hit this. But it's -113 here. I got a heavily favorite at the other spot. I like Kelly Oubre to go over 11.5 rebounds. I wouldn't put this. 11.5 points. This isn't not on the 3-man that you playing wrong and putting 45% of your account on. Don't put that on the 3-man. Hey, Josh Hart. Look at Josh Hart rebounds are set at. The over is -125, over 11.5 rebounds. But man, it's like he doesn't, and another thing about the playoffs, I just said it. We're playing these things over and over again. At some point, it just comes down to really what's happening with the lines and the odds. This is moving up and up and up. I'm not saying to go under here, but the under is +110. Like under 11.5 rebounds is +110. I'm not putting this on the parlay, but if I'm going to play either one of these, it would be that. But just because it's +110, just, don't play this one. Hey, Nicholas Batum, his rebounds, this is another one. It's over 4.5. The line is over 4.5, and it's +120. But I'll put this on the parlay because of the nature of the game. 5 rebounds, you need to get 5 rebounds. Nicholas Batum, if you can't get 5 rebounds, bro, nah, it ain't about that. Another thing, I need to start showing you the other site that I check out. It's just like a odds site, and it shows you everything. It shows you the odds, what all the other sports books place them at. Similar to this right here, but this is more so daily fantasy sites that include DraftKings and FanDuel. But you got BetMGM and Caesars here. But Pinnacle is the sharpest book in the world. You want to look at those lines and compare them to what the others have. But when I see things like that, this is easy for me. Like, I'm playing this no matter what. I'm playing this straight up no matter what because this is kind of what I look for when I'm looking for straight plays. Hey, Tobias Harris, is it rebounds? His rebound line is set at 7.5. The under is minus 135. It's heavier than that in places that I saw. He had 8 rebounds in the last game. You know, playing 33 minutes. He's only been under the line of 7.5 once in the playoff series versus the Knicks. I was like, he's heavily favored to go under. So what the over is? The over is only plus 115. This is a tricky one here. I'm not playing this. I just wanted to show it because this is what makes me stay away from lines. I'm like, oh, this should be easy. But wait, hold up. Why is this like this? This shouldn't be like this. Be careful on this one. Even though I think he will go under because I run with the odds. I always go with where it's heavy at. I don't know why I put that one in here because I wasn't going to pick it, even though I don't have any to pick. But I do, out of all that I'm showing you, I'm going to show you the 3 that I am playing amongst many others because throughout the day, the lines come up and change and you never know what happens. And I had to jump on that bitch. Bro, I hit 4 parlays on Dabble yesterday and 3 on Underdog. See, if you was following it on Dabble, you can see those and copy the ones that you like. If you first time depositor on Dabble, you have to use code ReallyRico so they could give both of us the cash, bruh. I had 4 of them bitches yesterday and 3 on Underdog. I'm waiting for the bets to settle so I could show you the stats on the Pickett app. I really like the Pickett app because it starts a new week every Monday. So Monday we're about to see how I went crazy just today from the Pickett app. Watch, the ROI is gonna be insane. Bro, if you're not tracking your bets with the Pickett app, you're already losing. Download the Pickett app right now. Use the code that I place in the description of this video so they can both give us cash. They'll give you more cash than they give me for downloading the Pickett app and tracking your bets. You don't want to track your bets because you're afraid to see how big of a fucking loser you are at playing parlay props. I know it because when I first downloaded, I was like, what the fuck? I got to do something. And this is where I'm here now. I hit 4 of them bitches yesterday. Let's get this fucking dough, bro. Hey, Darius Garland points line is at 14.5. I know he's been burning y'all that, but I haven't been playing him. But it's minus 120 to go over. But I was looking at his field goal attempts, and he averages 13 attempts a game. But when he hasn't gone over, he hasn't taken enough shots. But even when he has, he was shooting it at a higher clip than what his average is of 43%. He shot 55%, 55%, went over there. But he's too tough on this. But the money liked them. The books liked them. Not the daily fantasy ones. But look, Caesar's at minus 142. Caesar's at minus 155. Like, I think I like this one over because he was averaging, his line was at 19.5 at one point, 17.5. I think I like Darius Garland to go over 14.5 points. And another one that's interesting is Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin points is at 8.5. The over is plus 100. He's cleared this in every game against the Bucks in this series. Like, he's getting really decent minutes as well. He's averaging 17 minutes. He played 20, 17, and 17 minutes in the last 3 games. I mean, he cleared it in the last 3 games, but still, he's hitting this number at 80% in his last 10. Let me just look at head-to-head right here. You can see that. That's easy for me. It's plus 100. It's plus 100. Like, let's go. But for me, bro, my 3 is the Joel Embiid over. Jalen Brunson over assists. I'm playing these my first 3. Joel Embiid over rebounds. Jalen Brunson over his assist line. But see, I'm gonna go to points and assists, points and rebounds and assists. But I wanted to show you these 3. That's how I mixed up all of these players. That's how I hit all those fucking parlays yesterday because how I do my plays. I gotta do a separate video about how I dig into the plays, how I end up with these players that I'm showing you in the video, and then how I mix them up, including their other lines, not just the ones that I find heavily favored because they're correlated. If they're heavily favored with points and assists, points and rebounds, PRAs, I'm sorry, I'll get to that. But Joel Embiid, Jalen Brunson, and this Kelly Oubre line is that 11.5 is really low to me. So I'm trying that one trying those 3 with my first 3. You should follow me on TikTok and make sure you check out the community tab. I'll start posting there as well, bro. And this is the Outlier app. The link is in that description. Or don't forget Dabble, bro. And if you ain't tracking your bets with Pickett, you're already losing. I told you what to do. Please go rewind and check it out. Everything else will be in the description. But before I get out of here, I like to go back and say, whoa, what did I do there? Before I get out of here, I like to go back so you can look at me and hear me say this. You already know. Let's get this dough.